Okay, so today is day 96 of being housed. Today is Wednesday, I believe the 19th, so November the 19th, and it's really chilly in the air. There's there's like a little bit, a minute bit of evidence of frost on the grass, but even just the exposed part of my skin, like on my hand, from holding the phone here, just that little bit of exposure, like I feel like a slight icy chill on the outside of my hand. And my heart really goes out to those that are unhoused. I found the elements, so I'm just thinking back, so I guess 96 days ago plus, when I had that brief stint sleeping in my car. First and foremost, I realized that that reality I never thought would be one that I would face in its actuality, or face and or go through. And when I did, one of the first things I realized is your whole perception changes from living in an environment to surviving in an environment, and the elements become they're very key. And I remember being in my vehicle the one night, it was really chilly, so the heat from the day was trapped in the car, and it was really warm, almost suffocatingly warm. But then as the temperature dropped and as the heat was released, it got colder and colder and colder. And it's similar to having like just like a thin bed sheet over your shoulders versus like a heavy comforter versus a heavy duvet, or a very heavy duvet. It's really hard to trap there's a variance in trapping the body heat. And I remember being rather cold and chilly when I was in the car and just shivering and thinking, oh, this is in the middle of summer. I don't know how people do this in the wintertime. And this is also me being in a vehicle where the heat can be trapped, where I'm protected from wind, I'm protected from rain, and I still it's got like a major impact. And then the next night, I remember the temperature didn't drop as much, and the heat, oh my goodness, the heat was almost suffocating. And yeah, so I just thought to myself, oh goodness, like this is actually a really advantageous position, because now I get to see things, even if it's just like a little bit of a glimpse into the lives of others that are going through these things. And now I can speak with a little more. I can't speak with absolute certainty, but I can speak a little more in that direction, to bring awareness and to shed light on just what other people might go through and might experience. And it gives me the both the heart and the ability to help, and to help a little bit more than I would should I have not experienced that. And it's similar to, I find a great way to explain this is, talking with my friends in Mexico, and I remember when before they'd experienced snow, they'd look at snow on postcards, and they'd always, their description of snow was, oh, it's so beautiful. And oh, we would love to live in Canada. We want to have all the different seasons that you have. And there is almost a sense of envy for the changing seasons that we experience. up here in Canada or up here in North America. Whereas my opinion was, you guys have summer all year round. Think of all the productivity. You could go to the track all year round, every Saturday. That's where my thoughts were. But then when my friends experienced their first winter and experienced their first snowfall, they loved it. And they had so much fun. And they threw the snow around and, made snowmen and just acted like children out in the snow, then had hot chocolate afterwards. And it was a great time. And each and every one of us Canadians teased them and said, give it about 3 or 4 of these snowfalls. And yes, that was pretty accurate. I'd say about the 7th snowfall, all of a sudden they're shivering and they just want to rush from one place to the other. And the snow is, you realize, it's more beautiful on postcards. It's not so beautiful to trudge through. And I find that's the same thing too. It can be very difficult to have an appreciation or to have a deep understanding or comprehension of what others go through. You can have a surfacey opinion, much like my friends from Mexico, their opinion of snow that they received from looking at postcards. Was snow was fun, it was beautiful, it was this, it was that. But then once you have an in-depth experiential understanding, but an experiential understanding where it's not just dipping your toes into it, you're actually submerged into it for even a brief period of time, you have a more comprehensive understanding of the dangers that lay within, and the struggles, just like I mentioned, with not just trudging through snow, but if there's a road that's glazed with ice, there's major slip hazards, and there's just so many things. So anyways, I feel like this is similar to the experience I've had. It wouldn't even break the surface. But that being said, it's difficult to know that there's so many folks out there that are without house and without a house or shelter, without housing. And from what I've heard, from what's been shared with me, there's a few individuals that open their doors when it gets really, really cold. And but then also what I've heard is there are not all of the ones that are homeless or unhoused are invited to each and every one of these homes. So there's going to be certain people that, they've maybe got a good name in the unhoused community, and they've developed some good relationships, and they have like a few places where they can, should they need, on a really cold day, get out and get away from these things, get away from the elements. And then I heard, and it kind of broke my heart to hear about one individual, and apparently they only have one place where they're welcome, and I'm sure there's many circumstances that lead to that, and that I don't know, and I'd probably never be privy to. But anyways, that's a sombering thought this morning, and here I'll do another recording as I'm on my way to. Today might be the day when there's a decision on whether or not I'll be going back to school to upgrade the skills that I have to make me to increase my hireability. So I'd love to talk about that.